PowerPoint setup, Arduino setup, and video setup. Voice is working good. So 3, 2, 1. In this video, let's explore program 2.3. This program comes with a terminal log, or that so-called serial communication, and let's see what benefits it brings us to understand more our program. If you take a look at my screen, this is my vision that in the future your power amplifier will be like connecting to your PC and then monitor how is your programs running in the real world. That means to say that aside from hi-fi music, you will be blended with how your amplifier showing all the display on your PC terminal log, and that way you will have a total enjoyment listening plus viewing pleasure. Well, we'll have to go some challenges before we can do that. And this is my PowerPoint actually. But I want to start first with the very bottom on the Arduino program and take a look at what is the serial monitor I'm talking about here. So Arduino programming, I'm going to program 2. This is a series for SW1 and LED1, and I want to jump to program 2.3, which is the power on off switch SW1 and LED1. T-log means terminal log, and R3 means Arduino revision 3. Double click that to invoke the Arduino IDE 2.3.2. And how you're going to maximize that, by the way? First of all, I'd like to go to tools and go to Arduino Uno, Arduino AVR board. Want to make it sure that I'm using the Arduino Uno tools once again and correct check the communication port, which is a COM11. Actually, this COM11 is the one being used by your PC to communicate with Arduino using the UART communication. So let's go for that. So terminal log is in here and you can adjust that. Actually, this is the program 2.3 right now. This is the program 2.3, and I want to use a specific for the terminal log or the serial monitor. This is the serial monitor window. So the serial monitor is already on my PC screen. I can close that one, this one serial monitor. And how you're going to invoke or enable it, just press Control Shift plus M. And there you go. And then close it, Control Shift M, Control Shift M, and then toggling between serial monitors. And I'm going to do open it. So the serial monitor is already running in here, but there is no terminal log yet. So what I'm going to do is to remove the USB, and there you go. It says that the Arduino is now disconnected to the PC. And when I insert back the USB, what you can see in here, and the Arduino boot up, which means to say just like booting. And what it says in here is that Arduino project using terminal monitor for viewing the status of the LED one and switch one. And it says here, I am scanning the SW1 in the standby mode. So it's saying that the Arduino right now, the Arduino with A3CS shield is in the standby mode. And it says, see if someone will press it, means press SW1, and Arduino is waiting. It says, I am waiting, 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 waiting. So no one is pressed the Q right now, but once I press this SW1, and let's see what happened. I press it, and it says, someone pressed the key, and now the A3CS is in the active mode. Yes, it is in the active mode because the LED is turned on, and it will turn on forever until I'm going to press once again. It's now like toggle up the switch like this, and I can imagine right now that the power amplifier is turned on. Let's see the terminal log. It says that someone pressed the key SW1 and now the A3CS in the active mode. It says further the LED one is lighted, and then it says that while in the active mode, let me see if someone press SW1. It means if press SW1, I will go to the standby mode. So it's waiting. No one is pressing it, so the terminal log is just keep waiting. That means to say the Arduino right now is waiting for the user to press SW1. Well, it's in the active mode, and you can imagine that the user right now is listening to the music, assuming, let the imagination works, or maybe watching something interesting, maybe. Then the Arduino is just keep waiting. But if the user want to close the power amplifier right now, all you have to do is just press once again. So I'm going to press it, and there you go. The terminal log says, yes, indeed, someone pressed SW1 from the active mode, and now LED 1 turn off. I am now in the standby mode. And says further that you have power on off the Arduino A3CST one times. I'm counting it. So now it goes back into the standby mode as it says in here. So now the amplifier is in the standby mode. If I'm going to keep pressing and then power off again, power on, power off, power on, power off, power on, power off, it's always say what is the status, and then how many times are power on and power off. It is counting 5 times already, and that's how I am able to understand well what is the real response of my program from my hardware, and it displays this on the serial monitor on the Arduino IDE. That is 2.3.2. Every Arduino IDE, by the way, has its own serial monitor from the very beginning, 1.8 if I remember one, when I first using the Arduino. So guys, if you take a look at it with the use of the serial communication, and you can see that the real world response of your Arduino is actually displayed on the monitors, which you can actually see how the program logic is working. And if you can see something is not working in, then you can actually debug your program. Let's explore more of the serial communication. I want to use another terminal, which is to monitor the output, and I'm using Ducklight right now. And this is the interface for Ducklight, and I have to set up the communication. It's always in a serial communication. We need to set up the communication because this is the way or window of interfacing both the Arduino and the PC. And I'm using COM11, so the USB serial CH342 is on COM11, so I'm going to use that one. And the baud rate is 9600, so that was preset on the Arduino IDE. When I wanted to use a serial communication, I need to define the baud rate. It is 9600, so let me use that one and then press OK, and there you go. I'm going to open the communication. Currently it is closed, and I double click it and it will open. So it says that the communication could not be opened by Windows. So what is going on in there? Let me see what's going on. Yes, Arduino is actually open in here, and you can see that in this line in here there is a COM11 which is being used by Arduino right now, and that is the reason why Ducklight cannot use it, because Arduino is using it. So I'm going to close this one and I open Ducklight when I. There's a lot of fireworks outside. Actually, it's the Chinese New Year, and many people are playing fireworks. Maybe you can hear that. Let's go again. Set up the communication. COM11 9600. Okay, and then I double click to open it up. And there you go, it's open already, and it displays the same kind of terminal logs. And when I'm going to press the SW1, it responds now in the active mode, and power amplifier is on. And if I wanted to close it, I just have to press again the switch, and it's logging off, logging on the dark light. And you can see that the difference is that in the dark light, it will display the CR, the carrier's return, and also the LF, or the line feed. Those are the kinds of a serial communication that has been used a long, long time ago and still using it right now. In the serial monitor for Arduino, they don't display the CR and LF, but here in the dark light, it displays it. So power on the amplifier, close the amplifier, and everything is being logged in there. So if later on you don't want to use Arduino and you just wanted to see your Arduino later on, to just see how it's run in the real world through a serial communication, you can make use of the dark light. As simple as it is. I'm saying, guys, that I share this program currently right now. You can contact me on my email and I will send to you the whole package. What I mean by whole package is all the programs that I created so far, uh, adding all the what we call the volume controls, the thermostat, the relays, and the DHT11 temperatures and sensors. Everything is in here already. So if you have program one, the super basic, program two is about switch one and LED. Program three is all about relays. Program four is fixing some bugs that I discover later. My program is not perfect, and I able to fix that. And program 5 is add the thermostat, and adding the volume control, and also adding the DHT11, the temperature and humidity sensor. So if I say that if you email me, I'm going to send to you all the package, including some documentations about these projects, about the definition of the connectors, schematic diagram, and probably what else, a gift. Oh, I cannot promise of any gift. It's no longer a Christmas. You know in my website, onediyshare.com, I mentioned about that, with the power of DIY, that's only me, but with the power of DIT, do it together, that should be awesome in 2025. And the spirit of Kalas in 2024 Christmas, no one joined this, and I supposed to give free gifts on Christmas, in the spirit of Christmas, but eventually no one like it, except some foreigners, which I gave some gift on Christmas Day. So no longer Christmas. What I can only say is that if you email me and wanted to get the package for the project Arduino SMI amplifier front panel, then I'll be in touch with you and provide all the necessary information about this project, the whole package from start to the end, for your own personal studies of my project Arduino HMI.